Hello and welcome back to my humble channel. So according to YouTube's analytics, the more I talk in these intros, the less views I get. But this is my channel and today is my birthday. And that's always nice to have birthday. But as you get older, it's not that fun anymore. The presents isn't that fun because you get something useful for your house, or you get some money that you should use on something useful. But as a Magic the Gathering degenerate, I have a lot of things I want. Things that are expensive, and I'm trying not to use any money on Magic the Gathering. I have a lot of cards, so I try to trade, and I use my cards as chips and try to move them around. But I am so lucky that I have a wife that is playing Magic, and she knows what I want. So look at that bad boy. So that's an Alpha Ice Storm, because I have an Alpha 40 deck and I'm trying to get it up to a 60 card deck. So I think with this card I have like 55 cards. So that's really nice. That's one of the cool things about having a hobby like this. There's always something I want. So anyway, we should watch some Magic. So let's take a look at the two decks. And here's the first deck. Player name is Marius, and here's something cool. You can see there are 3 Guardian Beasts. They give all non-creature artifacts indestructible. So for example, you can see the Chaos Orb. If you have a Guardian Beast out, then you can use the Guardian Beast. You can use the Chaos Orb each turn. So that's really nice. And there's also Icy Manipulators and the Jade Statue. So all those is indestructible as long as you have an untapped Guardian Beast. Nevral's Disc is also cool. So yeah, that's a really cool deck. You have Avoid Faith to protect your permanents. You have the Good White removal. So a fantastic deck. And let's take a look at the opponent. Player name is Steinar, and this is an Erhnam Geddon deck. You can see he can curve out with a Savannah line into our Golden Pixies, into Serendi Efret, into an Erhnam or Serra Angel. And then when you have a good board state, you can just slam the Armageddon and win. So that's the other deck. So let's get down to the match. Game number 1. You have Marius to the left and Steinar to the right. Marius on the plane, and here's a Savannah line from Steinar. An excellent start. These Savannah Lines decks are so much better when you have a turn 1 Savannah line and can just try to protect it and remove blocking creatures and all that. And wow, 2 more Savannah Lines. So this is huge. He can now attack for 6. But here is a very good blocker in form of a Guardian Beast. But I think if Steinar has a sort of closure or something here to remove the Guardian Beast, it's pretty much over. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't instantly cast a sword, so don't think he have one. So if he don't have a removal, he's still attacking, doing 4 damage. And here's an Argothian Pixies. So a really fast start, but a removal spell here would be awesome. But for us viewers, we want this to last a while. So yeah. They have a sip of beer. There is a strip mine on the table. Will he use it or wait for a factory? He take out a tropical island. Cheers. So this is round 5 of this tournament, and that means people have been drinking for 5 hours or more, and some people more than others. New attack, doing 4 more damage, and Steinar is losing, and our goat in Pixies. He have put Marius down to 10. Here comes something big. 6 mana for Triskelion. Wow, that is perfect. And doesn't look like Steinar has a counter spell. Now the Guardian Beast can attack. And the Guardian Beast has a lot of text on it, but if the Guardian Beast is untapped, I think non-creature artifacts is indestructible, so that means you can't destroy them. There's disenchant on the Triskelion, but in response he shoots both of the lions and 1 damage to Steinar. And there is the sword plowshare, taking out the Guardian Beast. If that sword had been there in the opening hand, this game might be over. So now we're in top deck mode, and not Demonic Tutor, so Steinar is very good at top decking. It's probably an Ancestral Recall, because he has 1 blue mana up. A Lotus, and cracking it to play an Erhnam. And a sword from Marius. So did he use the demonic to find the Black Lotus there? Time will tell. Let's see if he casts Ancestral next turn. There's a Guardian Beast from Marius. Okay, there it is. So we probably found that one. Tapping 3 mana for us and the Efret. Okay, that's good. Efret has flying, so the Guardian Beast can't block it. He needs to attack 4 times. And no block. Okay. Oh, a Serra Angel. Okay. So Steinar can attack for 7 next turn. Oh, interesting. An attack from the Guardian Beast. And Steinar didn't block. So is this a balance play? 2 mana. Yes, there is the balance. So this is a good learning spot when your opponent is attacking, is doing a suicidal attack, and you have that beautiful Serra Angel. Don't block it. You can see Steinar is at 12 life, and because if Steinar had blocked, the Guardian Beast would have died, and then all Steinar's creatures would have been killed with that balance. So yeah, well played. So the Serra Angel attacks. Marius is down to 4. He needs to top deck something. 4 mana. Wow! Icy Manipulator. Yeah, that works. But Steinar has a disenchant. No, wait. The Icy is indestructible because of the Guardian Beast. So Yeah, so he's pointing at the Guardian Beast. Okay. So it looks like Marius allowed Steinar to just take the card back into hand. And now the Icy taps down the Angel. But now Marius can't attack with the Guardian Beast because he knows that Steinar has a disenchant in his hand. There's a disc hitting the table. So another cool thing with disc and Guardian Beast, Marius can use his disc, and as long as the Guardian Beast is untapped, the Fellow Stone and the Icy Manipulators will have an indestructible and not be destroyed. So the Icy taps down the Angel. Yeah, this is an interesting first game here. Of course, the best combo with the Guardian Beast is to have a Chaos Orb, because then you can just flip your Chaos Orb and it doesn't get destroyed, so you can use the Chaos Orb once each turn, and that is really awesome. So let's see here, tapping 2 mana. Of course a Time Walk here would be great. Ooh, an Armageddon. That would leave Steinar with only 1 Angel. Kind of feel like that was a bad exchange for Steinar. But I don't know what he has in his hand. So the Icy taps down the Angel. Yeah, he had to float 1 mana because the Fellow Stone can't be used. Ah, I see. So if Marius didn't play a land this turn, then he couldn't use the Icy to stop the Serra. Yes, it was a gamble. I kind of like that play. At least it wasn't horrible, like my first thought was. Ooh, and now Marius is attacking, but that leaves him open to a disenchant. We know Steinar has a disenchant, but he lacks a mana. So for how long will Marius keep attacking? One more time, he's down to 6, but if Steinar draws a land, then the Guardian Beast can't protect the Icy Manipulator because it's tapped. And now I think Marius has to use the disc. Of course he can attack for 2 first. No, he doesn't attack because then the Fellow Stones is indestructible. There's a factory for Marius. He can now attack for 2. Put Steinar down to 3 and Marius at 4. This is a close game. Ooh, a Serendi Efret. And then brings him down to 2 and 1. Yeah, I think this is good for Marius, but he used a sword, but I don't think he needed that. Okay, there's an upkeep disenchant on the Mox. So now Steinar needs to deal with 2 factories. Can he do that? No. Okay, yeah, that was a great first match. Let's go to game number 2. Steinar is on the play. You have to hold your hand up lower. That's always a problem. Okay, turn 1 factory from Steinar. Let's attack for 2 damage. So pretty slow start from Marius. Okay, that's a strip mine, but Marius is floating 1 white and addition chant on the factory. So I think you can, because when you're floating a mana, it lasts until end of that phase. So it was used in the first main phase. And I think you can go to the combat phase, and then at the beginning of combat you can activate your factory and then declare attack. So that was a small mistake. There's a guardian beast. And a psionic blast. Ooh, I see a demonic tutor. I see icy manipulator. Lots of good cards in Marius's hand here. No. And now they're all gone. And he didn't even play a card. Oh, so punished from that. So we can keep 1. Disenchant, icy, demonic. Wow, that is brutal. Yeah, Mind Twist. That's a good card. That's the big punisher if you don't play your card immediately. And there's an Erhnam. Wow. Yeah, that Mind Twist. Yeah, Mind Twist is always brutal. Okay, that's the way to get back, to get balance. So Steinar discard 1 card and he loses his Erhnam. He has to destroy a land also. There's a green card in the Marius's hand. Ooh, that's a good top deck. Ooh, and another Erhnam. And was that an attack for 2, I think? And there's a disc. Okay. No, don't attack with all 3. Oh yeah. The disc. Yeah, no, but now we can use the disc. So pass the turn, he's at 2 life, so Steinar only needs to attack with the Erhnam, but he attacks with all 3. Oh, and you see how quickly Marius used his disc there. Oh, that was a blunder. So before you start typing how stupid Steinar is, remember, they've been drinking. This is round 5. So that's what happened when you're drinking and playing. You miss some small details, like there's a Neverall's disc on the table. And there's a Force Spike. Okay. Chaos Orb. That was the green card, a Tsunami. Doesn't pix our goat in Pixies. Chaos Orb. So he's activating his Chaos Orb. And he scoops. So game number 3. So he didn't flip his Chaos Orb but I think Argotian's Pixies is only immune to damage from artifacts. But of course Steinar could have flipped his orb in response, but he should have activated it, so if Steinar perhaps missed his orb flip, then he could have taken out the Pixies. But anyway, we are in game number 3. There are factories on the table, attack for 3. And the bear glass is in front of the life dices. So attacks with 1 factory. No. Looks like he was attacking with both, but there is a factory on the opposite side of the table, and that can become a 3-3 when he's blocking, so only attack with 1 factory. Tapping 4 mana for a disc. And there's a 4 spike. That's a cool card. Good to see it shine here. Normally it's just stuck in your hand. I remember Forspike was one of the cards I was playing a lot with back in the 90s. Because people played so bad, they didn't play around anything back then. In the meantime, attacking for 4 puts Marius pretty low. Perhaps he's on 7. Okay, a balance. The Erhnam is gone. Marius has 4 lands. Steinar has 5. So we remove the city. And Marius is discarding a couple of cards here. Dark Ritual, don't need that. And a forest. So he still has 1 mana up to activate his factory. So Steinar can only attack with 1. So he is deciding to block, but in response there is a Divine Offering. And he can pump the... Okay, now we can see the life counter. So Marius is at 9 life. There's a Yalum Tome. So that's a card you don't see that often. Most people play Game Day Tome, but it's good to see the other book getting some love. Marius down to 5 life. That's a Sword Closure. And an Argotian Pixies. The pressure is on. Can Marius find something? He's activating his book. I see a Tsunami and a couple of lands. Discarding a Jade Statue. So many cool cards in the Marius' deck. Geddon. That removes the factory as well. Down to 3. Down to 1. And there's the handshake. And it's over. So Steinar won 2-1. and that was a great match. I love those 2-1 victories instead of those quick 2-0 victories. Yeah, so that was it. Next weekend I'm going to Oslo to play in the Montebello Gin Fest. It's an old school tournament, so I'm looking forward to that. Probably bring my camera, and yeah, I'm not sure if I'm just gonna film some random matches or film myself. Let's see. Anyways, thank you for watching, and have a great day. I'll see you around in the next video. Goodbye.